Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. I'm not excited to welcome you to 2025. I'm late. This message is for anyone who spends the last 365 days wading through storms, staying afloat, or even gliding gracefully. It is time to turn the page. This year, I want to challenge you to focus on purpose-based alignment. First of all, let's define purpose. Purpose is the reason why you were created, while alignment is positioning yourself correctly to fulfill that purpose. Just like pieces of puzzles, God has created every single one of us with a unique purpose. Ephesians 2 verse 10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Guys, this is interesting. It was prepared in advance. He did not come here and he said preparing the work. He had already prepared the work even before he had created you. That's interesting. But let's be real. In times such as this, especially with the constant necessary evil that is social media, it's easy for you to feel pressure from the world around us. You know, you go on social media, you see someone posting their lives or their career, it looks cool. You want to be like them. You want to be that person. You start to do things to look like what they're doing. And then the next month, you find somebody else who is doing something even more interesting. And then you begin to try to copy what they're doing because why? You know, you want to do what they're doing. You want to look and act and feel like them. And then the third month, you're doing something entirely different again. And you find yourself moving directionless because you're not anchored on a purpose. Now, alignment happens when you listen to God and move through the world, embodying your true self. When you move from a place of clarity and purpose, rather than from a place of overwhelm and, pressure, life flows with ease. Decisions become simpler and you are able to focus on your lane. In 2024, did you feel unfulfilled, discontent, anxious, irritated, constantly unhappy? These feelings can come from not moving according to God's purpose for your life. And it can cause it's basically what we call an incongruent self-concept. But here's the good news. It's not too late to pivot and become the woman or man that God has called you to be. I know, it may be hard, but that's why Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." You see the kind of plans that God already has for you. Lofty plans. So let's not even need to fear. So let's trust in that promise this year. There are 5 steps to help you align with your purpose this 2025. Number 1, clarify your purpose. Have honest conversations with God and yourself. Understand why you were really placed here on earth and what your assignment really truly is on earth. To better understand how to find your purpose, you should watch episode 1 of the Beauty, Brains and the Bag podcast. I really went in depth into explaining how to find your purpose in that particular podcast episode. Number 2, evaluate the needs around you. What problem is your purpose calling you to solve? When people talk about, I'm so scared to walk in my purpose, or I'm so scared to do what I think I was called to do. What if I'm not able to make money? What I'm doing right now is making me money, because that might be your excuse right now. But I want to say something to you. Problem solvers are always in demand. And so when you have a purpose, that purpose is most likely tied to solving a problem. So what you need to do is to evaluate what problems your purpose can solve, or what problems your purpose is tied to solving. Number 3, assess yourself. Assess yourself. What skills do you need? What skills do you currently have that can help you in working in your purpose? So for example, if your purpose was you were called to be a teacher, if you're a teacher and you're not a great communicator, it might be hard for you to fulfill your purpose of teaching, right? So what you want to do is you want to start to hone the skills of your communication skills. So you must recognize the skills that you need to bring your purpose to fruition and find the ones that you have deficiency in and begin to work on those ones, begin to build upon them, build and enhance your capacity in line with the skills that you need to fulfill your purpose. Number 4, take action. This is probably my favorite step because I can be very guilty of learning, trainings, trying to figure out, analyzing, and then the starting might be the problem. So I want to say this, right? Start where you are with what you have. Yes, you heard me. Don't wait until when you have all the skills and when it's all perfect before you start. Start where you are, start with what you have, and just go for it. And then as you progress, you begin to become better. Put in the work, even when it's hard. Number 5, network and collaborate. Networking is very important for any serious person, either you're running a business or you are building a career. You want to network so that you can be able to get information and get inspiration and more information. So attend conferences that are related to your field, join value-based communities like BBB Women Community. Yeah, so do things like that for yourselves that can help you, that are aligned with your purpose. Remember, you want to always stay aligned with your purpose, right? And those are the 5 steps to staying aligned with your purpose. I have 2 recommendations for you this January. One of them is a book and the other one is a podcast. So here is my January book recommendation. This is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. One really amazing book that I read. And I think this book really focuses on the message of this particular video, which basically is our word for the year, purpose-based alignment. So this book really just helps you to start from what's most important, which is your why. Anyways, read this book. I would recommend it. You can get the audiobook version. You can read the paperback. But basically, this is our read for this month. And my podcast recommendation for the month is the Beauty, Brains, and the Bag podcast, episode 1. This episode focuses on the message of this particular video. So you should definitely listen. The title is How to Answer the Question, Who Are You? Subtitle is Finding You. This is a good podcast to guide you in finding and discovering your purpose. Okay, so listen to the podcast and read the book. These are the recommendations for this month, January 2025. Let's get into this. The greatest addition to the world is a woman who knows her purpose. A woman who speaks with confidence and moves with conviction. A woman who has big goals and is not afraid to do the work. Nothing is more powerful in the world than a woman who is focused and not easily impressed. This woman can be you. This woman can be me. Let's do the work to become her. If you stay till the end, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And of course, recommend this video to a friend who you know it will be useful for this 2025. I love you. Let's grow.